Let's talk about it. Come on and shout it. I talk, you talk, we talk. Women talk life. It ain't no surprise. Baby, you could see if you would open up your eyes. You won't understand if you can't open up your mind. So let's stop wasting time when women talk live.
And welcome to another episode of Women's Talk Live. I'm your girl, April J.
I'm SassyScribe.
And I'm KL.
And on today's show, we're getting into my favorite subject is cigars. Everybody that knows April J knows I like a good cigar. But we're going to get into a little bit of that in a few minutes. But right now, we're going to get into our little known facts. Okay? I know you do. And this time, I don't think there's
anything
sexual or animals. Or, yeah.
No animals either?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No.
Our first one is approximately 1,000 people move to Florida each day.
Why?
1,000 idiots.
1,000.
And 10,000 need to move out each
And
day.
10,000 need to move each
I mean, I love the beaches. I
No,
mean,
they got beaches all up and down the east and west coast.
Because we do air.
we sure do.
We do air in Florida.
And we love
I'll
y'all
take
there.
that back. And we love our audience. I just question it.
We don't like your I don't like your politics.
Can
I say that?
We don't
okay,
like
then that's consensus. Look, we don't like the politics, but we love Floridians. I have family that still live there.
I still love the beaches. So.
And
And
gators and all.
they actually have good cigars.
Okay, that's
What is it,
Miami.
Ybor
That's the
City?
Cubans.
Ybor, Miami.
Well, I usually
Little
it's
Havana and Miami.
Yeah, it's a little spot in Hollywood that I like. So yeah.
Okay.
All right, number 2. Cigars used to be prizes for fairs. Believe it or not, the phrase "close but no cigar" actually has an interesting origin. In years gone by, it may have been coined by carnival workers who handed out cigars as prizes for games and local fairs. Can we bring that back?
Yeah. Close, but
But
no
don't
cigar.
little kids go to the fair? That's like sending your kid to the note to get some Ajaislam like menthols.
I did that growing up.
We all did that.
We did not. We grew up
Okay.
in the county. We didn't grow up in the city. We grew up in the county.
Oh,
We
y'all
drive
have corner
everywhere.
stores in the county?
Not that you could
No,
walk
man.
to. You have to
Okay.
drive to everything.
No, we went across the street.
Boy, in the city, you take a note to the store, you can get rid of your
Oh no, I
fifth or
didn't have to. They knew my grandfather, so when they saw us, they were like, "Oh, okay, all right, got you."
There you go.
All right. So number 3, an oxygen mask was created for smoking cigars while flying. Winston
Wow.
Churchill was known to love cigars and knew it would be difficult for him to stop smoking before his first flight at higher altitudes. To prepare, he ordered the creation of an oxygen mask that would accommodate cigar smoking so he could smoke on the voyage as well. Why don't we still have those?
Because y'all are spoiled.
Wait a minute. An oxygen mask to smoke a
To
cigar?
smoke a cigar.
You can't smoke around oxygen, though. Doesn't it explode or
That's
something?
what I'm saying. Like an oxygen
Okay.
mask needs oxygen, which is going to blow up, right?
Like the
Well,
blend.
only when you spark the lighter though.
But
After it's
Okay,
lit,
hold on. All right, listen. Because our producer's like, she about to cut us off. All right. All right, y'all, we'll be back.
To Women Talk Live. I am your girl, SassyScribe. And today, we're going to be talking about, I know April J said earlier, we're going to talk about cigar boutique, a boutique cigar brand. But first, we want to talk about entrepreneurship and the spirit of being an entrepreneur versus a small business owner. And Forbes says that they're similar and that they often have a founding and running their different businesses, but it's difference in the scale.
Mm-hmm.
And you said that surprised you because you wear both hats,
Yes.
as our guest today. Small business owners are generally seen as those taking smaller risks to maintain an income for themselves and their employees, if they have, more than 10 employees or something like that. And they may opt out of loans, getting loans from investors. Whereas entrepreneurs, they're sinking all of their funds in and understand that they're not going to be getting that return on that investment immediately, and they seek out investors.
Higher risk.
And right, because of the higher risk. 7 characteristics which make our guest perfect for today. An entrepreneur is leadership, vision, discipline, curiosity, creativity, adaptability, and the ability to take measured risks, right? So I want to first welcome Mr. Dante Creighton, or am I pronouncing it right? Creighton? Creighton. He is the CEO. You got that, Kim? He is the CEO of Cigar Recon, which was founded in 2021. So in the middle of the pandemic, he founded his company as a result of a dream. And then we have Mr. Kenneth Mullen Jr., whose love for the leaf goes beyond the actual cigar itself. So welcome, gentlemen, to Women Talk Live. Thank you for coming and sharing your journey with us.
And the love
Thank you for having me.
I like that.
And the love of the
The
leaf.
love of the leaf.
The love of
Yes.
the leaf. So, the love of the leaf, the sisters of the leaf, it's a whole thing. But Dante, you go first. Tell us exactly how you got started, and then you can bring Kenneth and his role in the in your company.
Well, thank you for having us. I appreciate it. I am a big fan of boutique cigars. I enjoy finding discontinued, hard to find, obscure tobaccos to smoke. Most people I know tend to smoke the same like 10 brands, whether it's
Guilty.
Placencia, Placencia, Fuente, they smoke the same things. But I travel a lot. And as I travel, I bump into regional brands that I've never seen in the States before. And they're really good tobaccos, but no one knows about them. And so I said one day I was on a Zoom call with my friends. Shout out to the Herb Society. I was on a Zoom call with my
Society,
friends.
baby.
You know it. I was on a call with my friends, and I said, you know what? I want to start a cigar brand. And instead of looking at me like I was crazy, my friends was like, do it. And so that's how we started.
That's how you need friends. Those are good friends.
Those are really good friends. So what is your role within Cigar Recon?
Well, I'm the chief experience officer. And basically what I do is I'm more of the face of the company, if you will. If you check our social medias, I make videos. I'm always trying to get people to our website to come check out our product. I'm also, when we do events, live events, I'm out mingling with the public, getting them over to our table or our booth and getting them to try our cigars. So basically, what we want to do is try to get a Cigar Recon cigar into everybody's hands, just to try it at least once. And after you get that first puff, you're going to fall in love. Trust me. Tell them, Dante, am I right or wrong, baby?
Yeah,
They're going to fall in love.
Absolutely
Where
right.
Dante gets his love of cigars. Where did you get your love of cigars from?
Well, I've been smoking cigars on and off.
Be careful.
I'm about to date. I don't want
Date yourself. Go ahead and date yourself. Go ahead and date yourself.
Well over 20 years. So,
Okay.
And what happened was I would post pictures on social media, and Dante reached out to me one day. He was like, man, you should come over and join us on our herb. Because, nobody could leave the house really during COVID. You couldn't go to a lounge. So it's really all him. He got a bunch of people together, and we've been going strong for 3 years now, right?
Wow.
3 years.
Yeah.
Why is it
Yeah.
called a herf? Explain to the people that don't know anything about cigars.
That would be
What is a
why.
herf?
Yes.
I'll tell you
You
what,
want me
take
to go?
that.
I
Yes.
take it.
Yeah.
A herf is a term that's used to describe a group of like-minded individuals sitting down together and having cigars.
Okay.
Okay.
It's called a herf.
Mhm.
Okay.
Nice.
That's simple.
I want to hurt.
I mean, I thought it was something a little bit more, a little bit more into that. We're gonna do. Are we good on time? Because I know the producer been. I know the producer been looking at us sometime. So when we go back to this whole thing about entrepreneurship, and you got these 7 characteristics. You also have like 4 other qualities that make up a true entrepreneur. So would you consider yourself an entrepreneur or a small business owner?
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm
Okay.
always thinking at scale.
Okay. So the 4 C's of an entrepreneur are commitment, courage, capability, and confidence. Wait a minute. I don't even
I
really
sat up
know.
taller when you started
I
giving them. I had
Well,
to sit up a little taller.
Yes, you have to. But that is the main key,
Yes.
for the characteristics. But the real main key is, and I'm sure that Dante has it, you have it, April has it, all of us here have it, is that you never give up.
Yes.
You fall down and you keep getting back up.
The Weeble Wobble effect.
The Weeble Wobble effect. And having that courage and that strength to move forward. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back more with Cigar Recon with Dante and Kenneth.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Women Talk Live. I am your girl, SassyScribe. I'm telling you, the off-camera conversation. I can't keep bringing us back, y'all, with this type of laughter.
So hard to stay focused.
It is. It really is. So, but let's all seriousness. Let's get back to business, since we're talking about business. When it came to starting your cigar brand, what were some of the things that you found? What were the obstacles that you would never have thought of, to do a cigar brand, like state, local, federal, any type of regulations, customs, anything like that?
Racism.
There are a lot of hurdles involved with starting a cigar brand. Most of them are regulatory and tax hurdles, right? Because tobacco is a restricted product, there are a number of different licenses that you have to have at the state level to start a company. If you are bringing in tobacco in directly from overseas, there are taxes that you have to pay to customs, S-chip. There's a designation that you'll need to have at the federal level. So there are a lot of hurdles around taxes and the types of licenses that you need to have, and some onerous things that you have to do monthly to report your earnings, as well as the product that's sold and where it's sold. So there are a lot of hurdles involved with it.
When you said like an S-chip, we all get like the taxes and customs. What's an S-chip?
Okay. S-chip is the fee that you pay to customs for each cigar that comes into the country.
Each one?
Yep.
Each one.
What does that look
And
like?
it ends up being 0.4062 cents. So it's about 40 cents
Oh my.
per cigar that you're bringing in, right? So if you're bringing in 1,000 cigars, you're looking at $6.20 that you have to pay to customs. At scale, that's $4,062 if you're bringing in order 10,000 cigars. That's independent of the cost of the cigars that you've had manufactured and you're bringing into the country. So that money gets lumped into the cost of doing business to bring something in from overseas.
And then you're taxed here once you have.
Yeah.
That's a lot of taxes.
And then
Well,
Right.
and that all goes into the price of the cigar when it finally reaches your lounge, wherever you're going to purchase. You might have a $5 stick that's going to wind up costing you $12 because of all the extra taxes and fees that go into it.
Okay.
And these are
Right.
things that people really don't know.
well, I don't think they pay attention to it. But since you guys do have this boutique brand, what is the distinguishing factor between your cigar and say the CAOs and the Fuentes, and what's the difference? Because their cigar. Listen, I haven't been in the game of cigars long, but they're snobs. And there's a lot of cigar snobs out there looking at you sideways because of what you like to smoke, because of the brand that you're smoking. I could see somebody like Cigar Recon. I ain't never heard of them. I'm smoking this CAO. Well, I'm smoking a Recon. And the hurdles that you have to go through when it comes to that. How do you distinguish this is the best versus this one?
Right.
Known versus unknown. Chief Experience Officer, I'm asking you.
Well, look. The thing about cigar smoking in general, it is definitely a personal thing because everybody's palate is different.
So it's subjective.
Everybody is not going to like a CAO. Everybody's not going to like a Davidoff, Padron, Aganorsa, whatever. So when you get a cigar, and that's the hard thing about getting into the cigar market, like you said, you'll have some people that are stuck on Aganorsa, and that's all they will buy. So that's the hardest part of the job, is trying to get somebody to try a little something different. Look, you like that Aganorsa, so what we try to do is like, you like the Aganorsa Corojo. Well, look, why don't you try our 3-up Habano? It has similar notes and everything, and then, compare that. And then maybe you could jump on board to Cigar Recon.
Now, to kind of piggyback on that, because I think a lot of people don't understand that there are different flavors to cigars. Mm-hmm. You have your mild, you have your strong, you have your peppery, you have your spice, you have your sweet. So I think people don't understand that they are different types of cigars, and that's what people like. I know I like mild to medium mild cigars. Mm-hmm. I don't do too sweet because I don't like sweet.
I like sweet,
but but I like a good leather rose. So I think if you can explain the difference, I think people who don't really know
Connecticut and Padron and Maduro.
Dante is an expert at that. Go ahead, Dante. Let him know.
Okay, so you got 3 ranges of cigars. You got the mild, medium, and full body. And then there are 2 ranges in between where you go mild plus, you go medium plus, okay? You have different wrappers, which is the leaf that you see on the outside of the cigar, right? To Ace's point earlier, you got Habano, Corojo, Oscuro, Maduro, Connecticut, Sumatran, and Colorado, everything in between. They each have their own unique flavors based on the soils that they were grown in and the nutrients that were given to that plant. Based on where it was grown, right? A lot of people talk a lot about Nicaraguan cigars, right? They love Nicaraguan tobacco. They don't know why they love Nicaraguan tobacco, but they love it, right? The flavors resonate with them. There's a lot of volcanic activity, a lot of volcanic soil, a lot of volcanic ash in Nicaragua. And that's why that Nicaraguan tobacco has a very unique flavor. Conversely, Dominican tobacco has a very different flavor because of the soil that it's grown in. Right. And to your point earlier about sweet or not too sweet, there's a big market for infused cigars right now. Right. The leather rose, the fat bottom Bettys. Right. There's a big market for that. Yeah, I'm acid. Don't laugh at me. But a lot of people like acids as well. There's a big
You're
market.
You're making fun of me, but I don't care.
No, right. No. You know what? One thing I won't do is I'll never make fun of someone because
I'm teasing.
Oh, okay, yeah. I smoke cigars that other people probably have never heard of, and I do it on purpose because I want to learn something new.
Right.
I want to learn my path.
Yeah, but you know what? We want to get into that when we come back. So we're gonna take a quick break. You guys don't go anywhere. We're gonna come back with more Dante and Kenneth with Cigar Recon.
What's going on? This is D Foster 3, CEO of Wake Up Global Networks and owner of D3 Consultant LLC. I got a question. Have you checked out the Sunday morning Voice of Hope Connection? It's an inspirational time when I give you a word to help you get through the week. If you have not, I encourage you to lock in and connect. Every Sunday, WPBMediaNetworks.com. WPBMediaNetworks.com, 7 a.m. and then 7:30 a.m. You can connect with me on the Voice of Healing Community Prayer Call. All of that information is on our platforms, the Voice Over Podcast on IG and on TikTok, and the Voice Over Pod on X. I'm waiting. Let's connect.
And we're back to Women Talk Live. I am your girl, SassyScribe, with April J, KL, and Dante and Kenneth of Cigar Recon. When we left, Dante was telling us about little-known cigars that he likes to smoke. See, it sounds like so snobby. Little-known cigars that he likes to smoke. But before you get into that, KL had a question off air.
So I was saying, most of the time from where I grew up, a lot of people smoke cigarettes or they'll smoke like black and milds. But I've never really known a younger population to really bring in cigars. And I want to know, like, where did that actually come from for you guys? What drove you to smoking cigars over cigarettes or black and milds or things of that nature? Where did that come from? Yeah, Swisher Sweets.
Well, first of all, Cigar Recon. We're veterans. We both served in the Army.
Okay.
We have a Marine that works with us too. So that's where the Recon.
The travel.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I got it. I first was introduced to cigars when I was in the military. Okay. What about you, Dante?
I got into it based on a conversation that I wanted to have with my neighbor. He didn't like me and I didn't like him.
Wow.
No, I mean, but his wife said, look, we're neighbors, you guys need to get along. And so he came over one day, and was like, come on, man, we're going to go smoke a cigar.
Wow.
And that's what turned me on to cigars.
I found out a cigar can bring about world peace.
You know what?
But a lot of
It actually
can.
It kept me from shooting my ex-husband.
Okay. And that's how I feel about a meal. And one of the three things you want after a great meal is really a cigarette.
Smoke.
Now,
After sex.
Now, I like
sex,
a
not
nice
just
drink. Like, it's a certain type of wine that's brewed in like a whiskey barrel that actually just it goes good with a good cigar. And like if I know a lot of people drink like bourbon or whiskey or whatever certain type that goes good with a good cigar. So I mean, what's your preference? Like, I'm curious because I've been in a cigar lounge with a bunch of guys and they like anything from bourbon to whiskey to Jameson. Like
I need this
and I'm like,
because
any
the
of
chef
those,
in me wants to be able to create a nice food pairing for these cigars and the spirit.
It's funny you say that because when we heard on Saturdays, everybody has their bourbons. Dante is a big rum guy.
Rummy.
Yeah, he loves the rum. But me, I'm not a real big drinker.
No,
so they usually clown me.
Sprite.
I'm drinking water.
water.
Or
Hey,
don't sleep. Don't sleep because some of these what's the one?
They said
Perrier. The Perrier really goes well with a cigar because it cleanses your it cleanses your palate as you drink.
I can believe that because it's bubbly.
Water. I mean, I now sometimes I'll have water in the cigar because I mean I don't like to drink a whole lot of alcohol without not having water. But I mean, it's just something about having a nice wine because all wines don't mix with cigars, or a nice bourbon or a nice whiskey or whatever that kind of enhances.
You know what? I'll challenge your palate. The next time you have an opportunity to smoke a cigar, I want you to go out beforehand.
That's going to be tonight.
Okay. I want you to go grab a nice San Pellegrino or a Topo Chico, right?
Topo Chico is a good one too.
Like a flavored or unflavored sparkling water, and have a cigar with that. Challenge your palate and see what notes you get off of the tobacco, how the wrapper and the binder filler combination changes when you pair it with something different. And then get back to me and let me know what you think.
Okay.
Well, speaking of these brands, and you said that you like to try different brands. When it comes to your cigar, your cigar brand, are they hand rolled or machine rolled?
They are always hand rolled. And to answer your earlier question, what differentiates Cigar Recon from 99% of other brands on the market is we can directly infuse customer feedback into our orders.
Oh,
If
Okay.
a customer comes to us or comes to Ace and says, I want a cigar with a Sumatran wrapper, and we can source that wrapper at the factory, guess what? We're going to make a Sumatran wrap cigar. And
That's
that's what
smart.
differentiates us from a lot of other brands.
so KL has a question. She wants to know, because she's a novice
Yes.
to cigars.
Yes.
So you mentioned Sumatra, and we
Yes.
got like a little under a minute.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what's the Sumatra?
All right,
Versus
Sumatran
the-
wrappers are wrappers that are typically grown in Sumatra, or they are Sumatran seeds grown in other places like Ecuador.
Okay.
Okay.
You see, you got Nicaraguan, Dominican, Costa Rican, Ecuadorian. All of these different
Cameroon.
countries produce different types of tobaccos. You know, you could take the same seed and plant it in all 6 different countries and get a whole totally different cigar out of each country.
So, quick question: have you guys ever thought about doing an educational thing for young guys or young women who want to get into this field? Because this is entirely new and interesting to me. I've never, met anybody who did their own cigars. I always think of Cuban men sitting somewhere in Havana, doing this, and I never thought about us being present in this field. And so, this is really enlightening and inspiring.
Well, yeah, that's definitely what we're moving forward with the social media. If you check out cigarrecon.com on all platforms, Twitter, Instagram.
You mean X?
No.
Yeah, Twitter is now X.
X.
Twitter
that's
is
right.
now X.
Oh, yeah.
Twitter is
Yeah.
now X.
Right.
Cigar
Right.
Recon on all platforms. You'll see the different videos that we put up, and yeah, I'm gonna start doing more, educational videos for the people.
Awesome.
Well, thank y'all for having us. Man.
People have cigars after
Listen, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and we're going to get all of the information on where you can find them, because there's more than just a website. And April's going to give us her final thoughts. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 1 minute. And welcome back to Women Talk Live. This has been an amazing, very educational show for those of us who were still learning or wanting to learn about cigars. So tell us, where can we find you? We want all of your social media handles, business and personal, if you choose to share.
All right, go ahead, Dante. Start.
Instagram at Cigar Recon, all one word. X at Cigar Recon, all one word. Pinterest, Reddit, Threads, Facebook at Cigar Recon, all one word.
All right. So Google Cigar Recon. and you'll find everything. And Ace.
You can find me also at Cigar Recon, all across those platforms: TikTok, Instagram, and X. On X, I also have another account, CXO Ace 72. That's what they call me, Ace, because I'm the top deck in the cards.
Indeed, you are.
And Instagram, Mr. Tap That Ash. That's ASH.
I love that.
Nice.
I love that.
Yeah.
And
So
we thank you for your service. I like the Recon. I'm a military brat, so
I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Also, if you hit the website, cigarrecon.com,
There you go.
this is our logo. It's dope.
You bought enough to share, right? Because
Get the hats.
I'm gonna keep
Master of deflection. You learned The master of deflection right here.
Look, you know I would have had a lot of things for y'all, but
SassyScribe dropped the ball on that one.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. But again, thank both of y'all for
Yes,
coming.
thank
It was knowledgeable. Nearly not long enough segment, so we definitely have to have you back.
I
You are
learned a
now
lot.
friends of Women Talk Live, and we're gonna be expecting to talk to you in the near future. So,
Absolutely.
April, what is your final thought?
All right, so our final thought for today is your direction is more important than your speed.
Oh,
oh,
I love that.
that's great.
can I get
I
some?
love
Yes,
All right.
yes.
That was dope. Hey, that sounds like something Dante would say.
That was dope. That
I'm
was
gonna
dope.
live stream me smoking my first cigar, Recon cigar.
When
And
you
if
get
I
one.
cough,
If
don't judge me.
you cough, I'm gonna
nervous.
judge you.
I'm
Okay.
nervous.
All right, y'all, we gotta go. This is Women's Talk Live with your girl, April J.
I'm SassyScribe.
And I'm KL.
Hey, thank you both again
Yes,
for
thank
coming
you,
in.
thank
Gotta
you.
have you back.
Awesome.
All right, y'all.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
It ain't no surprise, baby. You could see if you would open up your eyes. You won't understand if you can't open up your mind. So let's stop wasting time when women talk.